Hello everyone! I'll show the little bit of food prep I'm going to do this week. I'm boiling some eggs for myself and maybe to make egg salad sandwiches for my daughter's school lunch. I'm also going to trim, wash, and cut cucumbers and celery. I'll eat the celery with some ranch, and the girls are on a cucumber craze for their school lunches. These are the recipes I've picked out for this week. I'm realizing as I'm filming this that there are probably too many, so I might make some of these next week too. The soup this week will be a butternut squash soup. I'm not too thrilled about making a soup this week, but I'd really like to keep up with the one soup a week during the winter. The enchiladas and the stuffed peppers, I can buy a bag of peppers from BJ's. And the secret ingredient chocolate chip cookies, where the secret ingredient is brown sugar. I have no idea, but maybe it changes the flavor. My total from the store, a little over $88. As a disclaimer, I got 2 bags of peppers from BJ's, and I also tried to get our junk food chips from BJ's as well, since it seems to be cheaper to buy those in bulk than at the other stores. We're having the hamburgers and hot dogs from the Christmas Omaha Steaks box. I didn't have any, but my husband said it was a really good burger. I followed the directions on each of the boxes. I typically like to pan fry the hot dogs since we don't have a grill, but boiling works too. I'm making the stuffed peppers today. The produce from places like Costco and BJ's do not last very long, so I want to make these sooner rather than later. The recipe said to use bulk pork sausage. I just use ground pork. The potatoes get pre-cooked with the onion. Peppers are all trimmed. Only one from the batch was nasty on the inside, so that leaves me with one extra in the fridge for my enchiladas. I'm boiling them for 6 minutes. They get rinsed off in cold water afterwards. And here they are stuffed with the pork and potato mixture. I'm making the gravy now, which is a typical butter, flour, and milk roux. They've added in other spices such as garlic powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. Okay, this was really good. I wanted to go back for a second one just for the gravy and filling. I finished my cross stitch. Really, I still have to do the back stitch, and I want to embroider their last name on the door or the door frame, but I'm really pleased that I finished filling in the picture. The enchiladas were okay. Nothing I'd ever want to make again. I did accidentally buy some medium salsa because I'm tired of how bland mild tastes. Well, this provided a little more kick to these, but the younger kids couldn't really eat them until they were leftovers. Also, the oven kept blowing a fuse. It turned off twice. I'm not sure what is going on with that since it's only 6 years old. However, I am noticing a lot of the Samsung appliances now have something go wrong with them. Yay, it's pancake day! Does this not look like a lot of flour and egg mixture? This looks like I'm making enough pancakes for like a restaurant. In fact, the recipe calls for 5 cups of flour, which is what I would use for a loaf of bread. I've been saving this beer. So they cooked pretty well, weren't too delicate. They came out a more brown color than normal pancakes because of the beer. Eating them plain, they're almost a savory flavor because of the beer flavor. However, when I added the natural maple syrup, it just made a much more complex mapley flavor. The family were pretty obsessed with these, which is good because it made like 100. This squash soup was the best. I'm making it late because it was a really busy day. I cooked the onion in a little oil until it was tender, added in some garlic for a minute longer, then I added in the squash, broth, salt, and pepper. Then it gets pureed and a little bit of cream is added in. This is a delicious soup. It reminds me of eating a pureed pumpkin soup when we were camping in Australia as kids. I don't remember the flavor of that, but it still reminds me of it. My husband traded in his Lego points and got me a Valentine's Lego. I think the chocolates inside look super cute. The first bag made the heart container. The second bag made the top of the container. The third bag made the little flower stand and the chocolate pieces. Oh, so cute! Now hopefully my kids don't keep trying to open it. And this is the Valentine's Lego he made with the kids last year. That is all for this week. I hope everyone had a great week. Talk to you next week.